Things I'm intrigued with right away, you look on the floor, and just a couple of years ago, the discussion was who was the best point guard in the game, Chris Paul or Darren Williams. They matched up tonight as Shumpert knocks down the jumpers.
Were you pleased because, all right, you got a better chance for a win, or did it bother you because you weren't going up against the best as Shumpert gets into
the best? But there was also a side of you that was disappointed, as I want to face the challenges. Even tonight before the game, I'm standing there and Sam Cassell and I are talking, and we game facing and sizing each other up. This is a Saturday night primetime game.
Opportunity, makes the most of it. Paul throws it inside. Jordan with an easy. Clippers coming off a game, and we're fortunate it wasn't that game. They played Thursday in Denver, and Blake Griffin and DeAndre Jordan didn't play in that game. They were resting. And Jordan with another nice pass from inside from Redick. And it's a 6-4 lead for the Clippers.
Good. What's $200 million?
J.J. Redick.
Habits. When you practice those habits, it prepares you and puts you in positions to be successful. If you don't have Chris Paul for a long period, you don't have Blake Griffin for a long period, you're trying to mix things up and it makes.
Oh, yeah, that's a totally different road now.
Channing Frye has Paul on him. Frye, nice turnaround shot. And get second meeting of the season between the two. They play back on December 1st in Cleveland. And the Clippers, nice pass inside. Williams to Thompson.
Thanks again for joining us, Mr. Griffin. Good luck down the stretch.
Thanks so much.
Back to you guys.
All right, Lisa, as Blake Griffin lays it up.
Right now anyway.
And here's one of my points.
Shumpert knocks it down.
Because they'll give you the real deal. Like, he can't play due to injury, or he can play.
Richard Jefferson with a nice baseline move, throws it down. Jefferson had a couple of really good games earlier this week. Liggins drives, offensive foul. Oh, Spates, who's third in the NBA.
Here's a guy that's documented not 100% right now, and he's still battling, working his tail off, preparing his team.
Final seconds. J.R. Smith pulls back, puts it up. Shot's good at the buzzer. Boston, and Doc Rivers was the coach of the Celtics. Those two very close. As Rivers draws the foul and one. The two teams are combined 18 for 55. Derek Williams, nice adjustment. That's what Williams does best, getting the open floor. They've been a real difficult team to gauge and measure.
And they started out the year at 14-2, and they looked.
We don't have the luxury of sitting in there and hearing the discussion that's going on. For some guys, we portray as heroes and tough.
Teams make that 1 for 26, the two teams combined. Williams lost it. Here comes Paul. Redick. That one's good. Their all-time record.
You know what I'm saying? What was your question?
Yeah, that's like if J.J. Redick gets a fast break layup. That's what Freed does, though. He gives you what he wants to give you.
Did you walk the dog? I did it yesterday. Oh.
As Chris Paul's shot won't go, DeAndre Jordan, 10 points, 10 rebounds here in the first half.
But I thought it was all about doing what's right for the Cleveland fan and their playoff push.
There's the four that are not playing, includes, as we mentioned, Kyle Korver, who's been out. This is his 6th straight game he's missed. Jordan can't get Griffin on the follow.
Layups and the three, that's when it becomes really challenging in today's defensive game.
There's Darren Williams. Especially, you look at the standings now, certain stretches, you know, the East, one game's going to make a difference between one team not making it. As
for a game in Philadelphia late in the year, and we ended up losing the game. Not that he should have played, because he was very much under the weather.
Lots of times, a lot of teams, what they'll do, as Blake Griffin drills the shot.
Accept it anywhere else. We can't accept it or tolerate it in basketball.
Night.
Griffin against Channing Frye, goes right at him. Frye, Shumpert, nice little fake pull-up jumper from Shumpert.
Blake Griffin, it's an advantage to the other team.
And to me, he's a better mid-range at the restricted area. That's what is imposing, which is embarrassing to say as a league to begin with, but they play most games.
Cleveland, Jeff, again, Cleveland, they lose tonight. As Griffin, nice turn again. Tougher schedule than the Celtics do.
Well, and they have back-to-backs too, and for their main guys to sit out some down the stretch as well.
Griffin from three. Griffin in a nice groove right now. Drills another. Send it over to Lisa.
Hey there, Mike. Well, I got a chance to talk to Kevin Love before the game. Remember his first game back after having that arthroscope. As Jeff Van Gundy mentioned, he was working harder in that workout. It looked like that he might be in the game.
66-49. 3 minutes remaining here in the third. Williams to Thompson. Thompson up and in. They got it in across the timeline quickly.
Chris Paul got hit in the eye on that jump ball with Tristan Thompson.
Crawford launches one. That's good. 3-point shooters in NBA history in the building tonight. As Williams banks one home. Paul.
Great year by Northwestern.
Still haven't forgiven Jameer Nelson for backing up against Derek Fisher in Game 4 to allow him to tie it with a 3.
Crawford from way downtown. They're now 3 for 23. Austin Rivers, good drive, nice finish, and a foul. With the shorthanded Cavs tonight. Pierce, there's a three-pointer for Paul Pierce. Minnesota, and the next Sunday will be in Houston. That'll be a fun one. The two leading candidates for MVP, James Harden and the Rockets, Russell Westbrook and OKC, to get out of their current contracts. And J.J. Redick is an unrestricted free agent. So much depends on as Richard Jefferson knocks down a 3. Could be a very interesting time with the franchise. Nice feed inside. Felton to space.
You know, in Oklahoma City, they're up, 13 with 3 to go in Game 5.
Right.
And they lose a lead third. I mean, so they've had some heartbreaking moments in the playoffs.
And trying to stay healthy, trying to get in rhythm. Felton to Pierce, and Pierce goes up and throws one down. Pierce fakes, drives back out most Spates. Spates is now a 3-point shooter, and on cue.
You know, I'd like to take a moment. You could take 48 minutes.
You who have all the information with movies,
Yeah,
couldn't think of it.
I know. But like every time I think about well, I'm just watching Kay Felder dazzle. that was some athletic move right there.
Felder's only 5'9". That might have been the highlight play of the game. All of the big three expected to play: Irving, Love, and LeBron James. Felton. 21 total games that Chris Paul missed. Obviously, your bench is vital. Nice feed as Felder finishes Liggins with a beautiful bounce pass.
The way offense is run now with more movement and stuff like that, you're really expending a lot of energy offensively.
Crawford drives, can't finish, ball deflected. Pierce has it. Keeps it alive. New 24. Brandon Bass inside. Shot's good and one. Kobe Bryant, Tim Duncan leaving the game. Some of the real great Hall of Fame players.
Kevin Garnett.
Because Westbrook and Harden are going to play.
Jefferson. Oh, Richard Jefferson once again.
Two favorite scenes. A Few Good Men, Jack Nicholson.
Love, hate Radio Raheem and Do the Right Thing as he broke down magazines and you break it down.
I remember when Pat Riley, when I was coaching with him.
And this one finally coming to an end. LeBron James not playing for the Cavs. And the